Alright, hello, welcome back. More Dragon Age. We're starting early, we're a whole hour early ahead of schedule. Because I figured 4-hour streams, we're going to get through the game a bit quicker than my usual speedy, infrequent fashion. Also, I'm excited and I want to keep playing, so... so last time, we've recruited Nev, and Harding, and Balara, a lyrium-infused thingamajig, which has sort of turned her into a mage, which dwarves are not supposed to be able to be, which is very exciting. I really hope that we can talk to Dagna about it. I have no idea if Dagna is even in this game. But yeah, that would be fun. So now we've got to go and commune with Solus.
Hope you're doing good today.
Yeah, not doing bad at all, Kat. Thank you. Welcome in, welcome in. Let's go and talk to Harding. She's got the little time speech bubble over her head. This means she has something to say to us. And then we'll go and talk to Solus. So we accidentally trapped Solus in the Fade. I mean, he kind of deserved it, but whatever. What do we got here? Surprise gifts. A chest washed up in a lighthouse. Not so sure if it's luck or we've got a friend out in the Fade who wants to help. Okay. Kirkwall's finest common appearance. Oh, it's Hawk's outfit. Oh. There it is. Oh, wait, no. Hang on. Can I not wear it? Is it not for me? That's sad. Max mana generation. Seems like a sensible thing to have, doesn't it? Is it for someone else? I don't know. Maybe it's level locked.
I realized Harding is actually there living in Orzammar.
Is she? Oh, workshop. Okay, upgrading. Finding another version of an existing item will increase an item's stats or also unlocking. Okay, interesting. Empowering the workshop. Collecting mementos in the world will let you upgrade the workshop. More enchantments. Huh, okay. So this is what I'm carrying at the moment. What can I do with it? Just +1 increases base damage.
Now, but the first Dragon Age you can find her and she
No, that's Dagna. Dagna who wants to study magic. You can actually get a place for her in the you can send her to the circle. Spectre of Battles Past, Paragon. Okay, no, these are just appearances, aren't they? Ah, they're cosmetic. They don't actually change.
My bad, I meant damn your face.
You met Dagna, yeah, that's fair enough. How do I change that then? Is that just over at the Mirror of Transformation? I have no idea. Okay, yeah, so we can toggle the cosmetics of our items to make us look like Hawk, which is cute. Yeah, so you send Dagna off to the circle. I think if you do the Orzammar mission before you do the circle mission as well, that she can be there? I'm not sure.
Toldar, it's a tunnel. Veilguard.
Okay, Harding's teaching herself Elvish.
But Velos Atreitum is nothing like Isatunal.
Yeah, well, don't.
I remember. After you touched the dagger, the prayer.
Unless, hang on, wait, or is this?
Exactly, are you proclaiming?
Maybe it is. I don't remember the different meta languages.
No one.
They're not very well constructed conlangs
We don't
by
even
the scheme of
know
things.
No, wait, sorry.
Okay, so yeah,
Please
she's
stay.
trying to investigate a
We
whole
can
bunch
talk
of Dwarvish history.
About the stone. About Isatunal.
I love how
What
freckly
is
she
it?
is in this game. It's so
What
cute.
does it mean?
Isatunal is an affirmation, a statement of existence, of being. It means I am here. But no, not Not I. I is singular, but it isn't. We either. We is multiple, but also separate.
What?
Is-a-tunal is the eternal hymn that encompasses all time. All spaces. I am, we are, this and that, here, there, now, and forever.
Okay. Sure.
What's important is that you're happy.
Happy? Happy's not it. Whole.
Oh, so her injuries are improving. She's got stitches now. That's cute. I don't think we saw the stitches before.
Once were. But none of the books say anything about it. None of the...
How do you feel about the graphic style?
No, I quite like it. I know at first people were kind of like surprised by it when the first like screenshots and clip, which is not surprising. I mean, I was also ready to hate on it, but I like it. To be honest, it's growing on me. Harding approves. Good. Friendship acquired. I think we leveled her up last time. Yes, we did. She's got her +1 bow. Good. Yes, and we are at rank 2 associate. We haven't had any, like deepening our friendship with Nev. I don't know, maybe if I messed up a conversation or something to, like, I think we did get some disapproval from her for one of my choices, but I hope we can, fix that. Okay, I'm gonna go and check in with everybody else, even if they don't have question marks over their heads, just because they might have something to say. Hello, Gecko! I know, I'm ahead of schedule, which has thrown everybody off, but that's okay. Thrown me off too. But yes, good to see ya. Which one is Nev's tower? It's this one, right? I think it's this one. Yes, it is.
Couldn't be one god, it had to be 3.
I booked half of my June holiday.
Poggies, where you going?
Hands, medium light skin tone at Gekkogan 1997.
TCS reading out every emoji is always excellent. Okay, yeah, no, she doesn't have anything specific to say. Also, couldn't be one god, had to be 3. I mean, it's 2. Unless she means Solus. She might mean Solus. I really want to find more statues to toggle here.
That to the Black Forest.
Very nice. So there's probably going to be an interior here, eventually. This door will open, maybe? Yes. What the hell is this guy? Scribbled note. Packing list. Very important. 6 changes of clothes, 4 attunement rods, a whole bunch of spices. Spicy spices. Soap. Irilyn has offered to help pack up, unsure as to why. Possibly she still feels bad about breakup. I have no idea whose room this is. I'm not sure I know who Irilyn is either. Is she one of the veil jumpers we met, or is it somebody else? I bet that door is going to become available later. Varric should be in here. Are you still asleep? Bruh. He's healing so slowly. Mirror transformation. Does this just change my face? Yes. Okay. That's fine. Cancel that. I didn't change anything. Okay, good. I was wondering if that was where we did the cosmetics to our clothes as well, but I'm not sure. Where that comes into play. Okie dokie. Balara is downstairs with the mirror. Okay, let's...
That room wasn't there before, I don't think.
Yeah, welcome to the Fade, baby. Things change in the Fade. Frankly, it's a miracle that it's, like, still the same shaped building. Balara, she's here. What are you up to?
Oh, Rook. Hello.
Hello.
I've never seen an alluvian like this before.
Well, it's supposed to be unique, isn't it?
Fascinating.
Okay.
Wait, if the magic is feeding back.
Right, so she's just communing with it, which is understandable.
Stabilizing. Sorry, didn't mean to yell.
She's really excited about it. Very understandable. Good stuff. That room was there before. That's the one we opened by doing the puzzle. This room is still not open. I assume there's another puzzle, which will come later. This room's still blocked up, but yes, this room wasn't here before. Meditation chamber. Well, that seems... It's a fish room!
Harding must have put my pack here.
Aww.
Makes sense. Better place to sleep than the infirmary.
You know what? This makes me miss Commander Shepard's aquarium on the Normandy. I always love a game that gives you an option to customize your aquarium. It's stupid as hell, but it's really funny. Life in the lighthouse. Ancient logbook filled with meticulous veilfire runes. Okay. Refugees ushered to the lighthouse through alluvians, emerging from the infirmary and libraries as soldiers, spies, and scholars. You summoned them, you feed them. Is that what the fish are here for? Boo. I don't want to eat the fishies. Okay, anyway, enough fish noises. Anything else for us to pick up before we... Nope. Have a sit with... Settle into the room. Oh, interesting. Varric's shaving mirror. Anton command pin. Assuming this...
The Anton commander I took this from thought...
Yeah, that's my backstory trinket.
I showed him how wrong he was.
Because I, you know, slightly murdered some people.
Including Varric.
Oh, Varric was imprisoned in Treviso. Interesting.
Kicked me out of Antiva for carrying out unauthorized operations.
I was too impulsive.
I was so proud of myself. But the Anton cracked down hard on the crows after what I did. I have to get better at seeing the big picture.
We're strategizing, baby. Okay. Chess set.
The peddler gave me this after I saved his caravan from bandits.
Adorable.
He told me nobles think of ruling like a game of chess, that each move determined what mark humanity will leave on the world. He had fancy silks from Orlais, statuettes from the wilds down south. Oh, I could have listened to stories all night about places he'd been. Now I'm getting to see some of those places myself.
I love it. Yeah, this is an interesting, a little bit twee, but it's an interesting way to like build your character's like backstory. By you get to pick what each of these things like means to you, which is cute. Magic project. So this is going to be mage background stuff. Yeah.
My final training project as an apprentice. I spent months finding the precise to make the enchantment.
You're a scholar, baby. Hell yeah.
Amazed this thing still works. Seeing how many times I messed up the magic and broke something. But I got there eventually.
Yeah, we're just gonna casually not mention the Mage Rebellion and what happened to us when we were kicked out of the circles, or whatever else backstory the mages of Antiva have got going on.
Varric and his life lessons. I asked him how we were supposed to stop Solus.
That is a really, really fancy mirror for
Take a
Varric.
long, hard look in it, kid. It'll always show the face of a hero who can get it done.
Gender options. Oh, that's cute.
Right. That's better. Now, how do I connect to Solus?
So is this my room? I guess this is my room. We're gonna
Relaxing.
comfortably sit on the chaiselong. No, we're gonna stand on the chaiselong. Excellent. This is definitely the best way to treat the furniture. Oh.
Back so soon. It must have been worse than I had thought.
Hello, Dreadwolf.
Bench, you don't know about the passing of
But
time.
perhaps I am mistaken. You may be here to correct me, to tell me that my concerns were unfounded. You could not possibly be here to take advice from the one you called the Elven God of Lies.
I'm not here to debate whether what you said was accurate.
But to be clear,
I'll be back.
it was.
I need to grab the materials from the Minecraft house. You have Solus.
Ew, Solus indeed.
This world is driven
I know, I'm gonna just be like
If I am to share it
cold
with
to him at every
you,
possible
I need to know what makes you
opportunity.
the right person to lead the fight against Algernon and Gillenane.
Nothing. But I'm here, and nobody else is.
Someone has to do something. I may not be the right person for this job, but I'm the only one left.
So your call to action is that any attempt is better than none?
Back in
Yes.
the Crows, I had to deal with the Antam invasion. One night, I saw a unit getting ready to transport prisoners to another city. It was way too large for us to hit.
But you did so anyway, using unconventional tactics to confuse the Antam and free the prisoners.
How do you know that?
He's
You
in
helped
my
Varric
head.
pursue me for the better part of a year. It would have been foolish not to learn about who was hunting me.
Then you know that if someone has to make a call, I'll do it.
Even if it's the wrong
I
one.
suppose I was not so different when I started.
Started what?
My rebellion against the Evanuris. The Elven Gods, as you call them. They wish to reclaim their dominion over this world. To accomplish that, they will need two things. First, the Blight. What exists in this world is a bare fragment of its power.
Oh no.
The rest is imprisoned.
More
until
blight.
they release it.
Okay. Why though?
I don't understand. Elganon and Gillenane were elves like you, right?
Yep. Okay.
Why would they want to blight the world?
It's really offend
It
him by
is my
saying that.
fault. As the Dread Wolf, I was a thorn in their side. When my efforts weakened their grasp on the Elven people, they grew frustrated, then desperate.
And turned to the blight.
Once the corruption took hold of them, they were blind to its horror. It was just another source of power for them.
I'm not sure I like this development in the lore that links them to the Blight, but you know what, we'll go with it anyway.
The blight didn't escape with the gods?
Algernon and Gillenane escaped largely empty-handed, fortunately. Most of the Blight is still trapped in the prison I created ages ago.
So what we saw at the village, that's them not at full strength?
Correct.
Yay.
The rest of the blight is imprisoned? There's more than what's in the world already?
Yes. Centuries ago, the Majesties
Oh,
Wolf
that's the
decided
angle
to
they're
take
going
off
for.
a faith trap full of flower bulbs. She was
Aw.
caught just in time, or she would have been tea.
Oh.
However terrible the Blight is now, it is a mere
So that's
fraction
an
of what we will
interesting,
see if its full power is
very
unleashed.
interesting angle that they're taking there, that Corypheus and the others broke into Solus's prison for the gods. And that's the golden city that they were reaching for. Man, we're really undermining Andrastian religion, right? Bah.
Then we shut down whatever they need to do to free the blight.
They will need to pierce the veil to reach the Blight's prison. My
Please.
Lyrium dagger is one of the few artifacts capable of doing so.
We've already recovered it from the ritual site.
Excellent. Then they will have to make their own. That will give you time.
You said the gods needed 2 things, and the Blight is the first? What's the second?
Followers. They have called themselves gods. And what is a god without worshippers to sing their praises?
You think they want the elves back? I don't think the elven people will bend a knee to blighted, murderous monsters.
Agreed. Elganan and Gillinan
Yeah, I mean, they're
cared
not
for the
necessarily
elves.
fussy about
They
who
will
it
find
is that worships them,
worshippers
only
among
as
those
long
hungry
as
for
they
power,
have people to
tyrants
worship
and
them.
bullies, the cruel and the corrupt, who fear their own vulnerability and seize any chance to feel strong. If you hunt them, they will lead you to Elganan and Gillinan.
Sounds like fun.
You want me to pick fights with tyrants and bullies? Sounds fun.
I gave no orders. All I offer are suggestions.
Yeah, and if you had, I wouldn't take them, so...
What else?
Verovas, the lighthouse Soluvian can take you anywhere, if you master its secrets. Have you done so?
We're working on
Not
it.
yet, but we've got one of the Veil Jumpers working on it. She'll get it sorted, and we'll see how it goes.
Yes. I suppose we will. And when you speak with Varric, please tell him that I regret what happened.
Yeah, you know, because regretting stabbing someone is definitely makes up for being stabbed. Okay, yeah, wardrobe. I know, right? Here we go. This is where I get to change my look. So, regardless of what we are actually wearing, we can make it look like, for example, Hawk's outfit. Very important. That's swag. I feel like I should know. I don't know what those are about. But yeah, we'll leave it as just... I mean, I'm very tempted to make it Hawk's outfit, but...
Wait, he stabbed Varric.
He stabbed Varric, yeah. In the opening... incident. So that's why Varric is looking very sad in his...
Face with open eyes and hand over mouth.
You missed it last time, yeah. So that's why Varric is in bed right now. Because he's recovering from stab wounds. We don't have any other appearances. Spelunker's gear.
Varric is WIA.
Indeed. I'm assuming he's gonna get better, like, soon. And be ready. But then again, actually, Bianca was also obliterated. What other decorations can I decorate? Wait, so I can just move them around? If I put my magic project here, does that move it from where it was over there? Yes, it does. Okay. So at the moment, I've only got that one thing. And I can move it around. Yeah. Okay. And then, yeah, the trinkets are also just... I'm going to leave them in their existing position. That's cute. I mean, maybe Varric isn't actually going to be a team member at all. Maybe he's just going to be a, you know, helpful NPC like Cullen or whatever last time. Triple check that none of the others want to talk to me first. Nope. It is helpful though, having their little speech bubbles over them for when they do have new things to say. Otherwise, you're just running around like checking on everybody. Hi, buddy.
So Solus told the truth.
You see, he's got a lot of bandages.
You heard? It's bad, Varric. If you'd seen Demeter's crossing.
The team needs to act fast. And it can't do that with me leading from a bed. You've got to take point on this.
I can't do what you do. I've barely been holding it together in the short time you've been out.
You don't need to do what I do. You just need to get it done. Rook, when I put this team together, what did I look for? A detective to find the Dreadwolf, and a scout to get us the lay of the land. Exactly the people he'd expect me to recruit. Disciplined, predictable. And then there's you. Remember when we first met, kid? I watched you pick apart an entire Antom patrol in Treviso.
Yeah, what did you do to get yourself locked up?
They were overconfident. I took advantage.
Of course, it's possible we don't know because, of course, presumably, you've got a different backstory as to how you met Varric depending on what backstory you picked.
What?
Very much like your origin in Dragon Age Origins, which is cute. It'd be nice if you could actually play through that as your intro, but I guess I can understand why they didn't do that gimmick again.
I'll still be here to talk if you need me.
Okay.
There is something. Demeter's Crossing was awful. While we were there, we found one survivor, the mayor.
You left him to fend for himself.
Not everyone was happy about my decision. We're just starting out and I'm already losing their trust.
The key to earning the team's trust isn't to only make decisions everyone agrees with. It's showing
You gotta be happy to get the greatly disapproves.
even if they think you're full of crap. And know you'll listen.
Oh, that's cute.
When I took
Harding
over
got
the
her,
ritual site,
yeah.
I had to make a call on who came with me to knock
Okay,
down
so
the statue.
basically you can just
It was
discuss the major
first decision I
decisions you've
leading
made.
this team, and Harding got hurt because of it.
You made a
Because it could
decision
have been
with the
Nev
best
if I picked the other way
information
around,
you
I
had.
think.
Sometimes you do that, and people end up hurt. Or worse.
It's nice, though, to be able to
Would you have
debrief
done?
your decisions.
What would I have done? Probably gotten myself killed and failed to stop the ritual if you hadn't stepped in. A good leader isn't someone who never makes mistakes. It's someone who admits when they make one. That's how you earn their trust.
And, you know,
Did Nev tell you about me talking to Solus?
Varric,
and Fade?
obviously,
I had some good arguments
you know,
with Chuckles
comparing
back in the day. I can't
Rook
imagine
to
being stuck
Hawk
with him
and
in my
to the
head.
Inquisitor,
But how are you feeling about it?
tacitly. I hate him!
Your old friend is kind of an asshole, Varric.
I'd love to be a fly on the wall while the two of you get into it. Solus fought a rebellion against Elgernon and Gillenane. He didn't want to be a god. But he's also a lot older and more powerful than any of us. He looks at us like we're toddlers.
So how do I deal with him?
Well, act like you're as smart as he is, and he'll be insufferable. Show him you respect his age and experience. And he'll remind
But I
you
don't respect his age and experience. I don't respect him in the slightest.
Pisses you off less.
He also asked me to tell you that he regrets what happened, hurting you.
Chuckles is sentimental. He could burn the world down, and the thing that would make him cry is a single flower with blackened petals.
I'll let you get some rest.
It's true.
You're gonna be fine, Rook. Hey, one last thing before you go. I've been racking my brain thinking of...
So when I romanced Solus, he thought I was a toddler.
I mean, he is pretty patronizing in the
Leader isn't
romance
about
with the
having all
Inquisitor.
answers yourself.
You know,
It's about
especially in
knowing who
Trespasser.
does. Nev has connections to a whole world that Harding and I barely know. Might be worth talking to her.
Will do. Thanks, Varric.
Anytime.
Okay,
I
you
am
get well
going to
soon, bud.
work, not leaving the stream yet.
Uh-huh. That's good, that's fine.
I wish I could be out there with you, Rook.
Yeah,
Just
you
be
gotta
careful.
fix Bianca first, though. Look at her, she's in pieces. I didn't actually notice that she's just sitting here on the table, but...
Have a good day, Gecko.
Oh, man. Okay, consult with the team. Which members of the team want consulting with? Is it just Nev? It's just Nev. Right, that's fine. I do need to be recruiting some people. Preferably some people who have, you know, swords and shields. Feeling very squishy at the moment. It'd be interesting to know. I mean, it's always one of those things that, like, actual surveys of players reveal that most people do play, like, a human male warrior or whatever. And therefore, the devs kind of bias your team into assuming that you've got a warrior to start with.
They're still here,
And therefore you can recruit
you want allies to go
a
after the
rogue
gods. I've got
and
places to
a
look
mage.
if we can get anywhere but Arlathan.
Balara's working on it. What have you got?
Let's start with the angles.
But
we
if you
know.
don't start as a warrior, it's
The
like
gods are corrupt
very
magic
squishy.
personified. Who do we hire to fight that?
Are we hiring them? Have we got money?
Even crows.
Yay, crows.
We've got you. But if one assassin's good,
Why not two?
Zevran!
You have someone in mind?
your most feared mage killer.
Is it going to be
Demon of
Zevran?
Hyrantium.
Oh, the demon's a legend. I've always wanted to meet him.
Happy to help.
You
The
actually
demon got his
know,
nickname taking out blood mages
like,
and
where he
Venatori.
is and how to
There's
contact
been
him.
fewer stories in recent years, but your bosses would know.
Okay, so we can
Talents.
use
They're gonna give me
my faction
If you want to
reputation.
look elsewhere,
I'll set up a meeting. What else?
That's fun, though.
a trip home.
Back to Minrathous.
Your home, yeah,
Capital
okay.
city and heart of Tevinter. An empire of mages that knows a thing or two about corrupt magic.
Tevinter Authority.
I wonder if her nail varnish
Won't
changes
help
when we
and
can change
can't
her
be
outfit.
trusted, which is why we talk to the Shadow Dragons. They're a resistance group.
Yeah,
that
so
fights
they're the ones
slavers,
trying to free
blood
the
magic, and
slaves.
imperial corruption. They've
So
got
this would
eyes and
approve.
ears everywhere, including mine. If the gods enter the Empire, we might get something. Besides, I owe them an update.
Uh-huh.
Are they all mages?
Tevinter might prize its mages, but the Shadows accept anyone. We've all got a stake in the cause.
Okay.
These people sound great. I mean, if they're anything like you.
No one's as good as they seem. But they try.
So, we talk to the crows in Antiva and the shadow dragons in Minrathous.
I wouldn't mind checking in on my neighborhood either. If Balara's ready for us.
Yeah. Should check how things are going.
Okay, so Balara may or may not have fixed the Olivianen this time. Meryl is just screaming and crying with jealousy at how easy Balara's managing these things.
Don't have anything for you. Or you just miss me.
I always miss you, babes. I'm actually just gutted that we didn't have a flirt option in that conversation, but whatever. I guess it's too much of a plot-based conversation to be stopping and flirting. Which is fine. Okay. No question marks, no go talk to people. Did I go in this room? I guess I did. That was the one we unlocked, wasn't it? Okay. I might have a quick wander around and make sure no other, like, mystery puzzles have presented themselves. I don't really know how often things are going to change. And how obvious the game will telegraph the fact that things have changed. And that there's something new for me to go and fiddle around with. Oh, that's a nice vault animation. Oh, very good. Yeah, okay. Doesn't necessarily look like it. Was there anything in this room over here? Wait, no, this is Harding's room. Never mind, I forgot. Is there anything?
Trying to move stones, but it doesn't always work. Is it me? Is it the fade? I need to practice.
You need to practice. It's okay, babes. We'll take you out in the field. You can throw stones at things with your mind. It'll be fine. Aha! Hang on a second. Wait, is that the wisps that are in Nev's room? Just like... Fine. Boing. So obviously we're going to go to Treviso first, because I want to check in with the crows.
Almost there. I just have to.
Also, somebody called the Demon of Byzantium does seem like somebody we want to recruit.
Sorry.
Can I help?
No, I got it. Mostly. Mirrors are funny things, aren't they? Reflections. They distort reality, no matter what you try. And there's the trick. Control that distortion.
Yay! It works. Man, that's so cool.
There you have it.
10 out of 10, Valara. You're a better Illuvian mechanic than even Morrigan.
If I had to guess, it's the Fade.
It's the crossroads.
Didn't Morrigan say this Illuvian could go anywhere? Didn't think that meant elsewhere in the Fade.
She called it the Veer of Us, freedom of ways. I wonder.
Maybe Morrigan was wrong. We're gonna assume Morrigan wasn't wrong.
If you have an idea what that place is, Balara, share it. We don't have time to waste.
Okay, that's a
Some
bit
of the
harsh,
older
Rick.
texts talk about a place in the Fade.
Yeah,
where
it is. It's the crossroads.
meet. A crossroads where you could travel across all of Thedas in just minutes.
Right. We saw something similar when we were chasing Solus. I wonder if it's the same.
It is alike, and it is not.
Hi!
Who are you? And how did you get here?
The wolf's fang. You carry it now. Old paths.
Oh, you're adorable.
New journey.
Okay, helpful little archive spirit from the lighthouse.
I will wait.
Handy
Well,
dandy.
Can't tell if that's a trap or not. But we're short on options. One way to find out.
And
Also, do I literally carry the wolf's fang? Or
almost more
does that
sad.
mean the lyrium knife?
Just because something's sad doesn't mean it isn't dangerous.
I can think of an example or two that proves that.
And we still don't know what this Illuvian's gonna do. One of us should probably stay behind in case it closes.
Good point.
Just tell us when you're ready to go, Rogue.
Yeah, so this is
And
going to
then
be
we
my
can figure
first
out
party
what's
selection
going
screen,
on.
because I get to pick who stays behind. And obviously the sensible person to leave behind is Balara, because she's the one who can fix the mirror. Magic dampener. Creates counter resonance to fade. It's safe to live here. Nobody's been torn apart yet. Alright, that does seem preferable. Alright, anything else? Anybody needing talking to? Ah, okay, so that is Balara's room. With a note talking about her breakup with Irulan, which makes sense, I guess. Irulan, sorry, not Irulan like in Dune, but whatever. Makes sense. Okay, find a way. Yes, investigate the crossroads, and then we're gonna go to Treviso. Gather my party and venture forth. Change party. Yeah, nice. Okay. So, hang on, that's 7 slots total? Party members? That's excellent. It's nice, though, that we can see their synergies. That's great fun. You know, that it says what status effects they apply and what status effects they can detonate. Yeah, I think it makes the most sense to leave Balara behind, like, from a story perspective, because she can fix the mirror if we get stuck and it closes behind us.
Hello again. Who are you?
A caretaker. I go where I am needed, dweller. Now, I am here.
And where is here?
The crossroads.
Yay! The vast expanse of very confused, jumbled, gravity-challenged rocks.
Can you help us? I get the feeling this is no place to get lost.
The Evanurus hunger for the crossroads. Their influence is spreading. Blight. Death.
Okay, so there's bad guys here.
They send their minions to claim this place. The crossroads is in a time of need, Dweller. I cannot protect you.
Okay, but can I help you?
In a tree near my house there is a croaker in their nest.
I love watching birds build nests. It's so stupid. There's a pair of jackdaws that are filling my next door neighbour's chimney with twigs at the moment. I keep seeing them out of my bedroom window, like putting taking more and more twigs into the chimney pot at the top. And it's like, I hope those aren't falling down into their fireplace or whatever. Beacons! Unlock party swapping. Okay. And respawning at this location. We've actually got a bonfire system. That's hilarious. Okay, good.
Face with tears of joy, that's so cute.
It really is. Another one of these twig guys. One of the archer statues from Inquisition, but he's a bit broken. Whole load of...
Light, roots, and...
Oh, what
magical
on
seeds.
earth?
What's through there?
Okay, Revenant Essence. I'm assuming we pick that up from dead revenants, right?
I wonder if Corvids are smart enough to annoy a human by doing that on purpose.
I mean, probably, but not when they are trying to, you know, actually build a nest and have their eggs succeed. Like, that's kind of a higher priority than just pissing off the local humans. This is pretty. Is another gateway that we can't do anything with, or is it just... No, ominous looking twigs. Yeah, somebody really thought the Trespasser DLC was the best part of Inquisition. Which is fair enough, I suppose. Okay, so we will probably be able to rebuild a route across that way eventually. Boat! Griffin! Oh, pop it. He's got a sword. It's excellent. Also, cactus. And again, I'm thinking that we'll be able to go that way eventually. Mirrors upon mirrors. This place is amazing. June's normal Olivians function with twin lyrium fragments. One always leads to the other. Scholars somehow taught the crossroads into making fade Olivians that override them. His own network to run a rebellion. Provided you ignore all the old stories about holding mirrors up to mirrors and getting caught in infinite reflections. Yeah. Dinah, what are you yelling about? Oh my god. What is the cat talking about? Oh hey, one of these statues! They also appeared in the Fade in Inquisition. I don't remember them being in the Crossroads though. They were in the
Here, this dock seems sturdy.
Here Lies the Abyss mission. Oh, very nice! You're the,
So
you know.
can ferry us to the other islands.
Yeah.
Winds await, Dweller.
Okay, this ship does not have any sails, so
I'll
the
take
wind
that
is
as a yes.
irrelevant, but good. Okay, so we're gonna rename this guy Charon.
To other shores.
Handy boatman. I absolutely left the party behind there, but whatever. Oh no, they're with us now. That's good.
The spirits here were driven out. Refugees now from the gods' minions. I have summoned the guardians of the crossroads to
Okay.
protect them. Beware. The
So the local defenses will attack us as well as the bad guys.
So we're interlopers too?
I mean, yes. Because there are not really supposed to be living people here. Does it automatically, like, activate the barrier, the beacon? Guessing yes. I probably don't need to be interacting with it each time. But I would be really annoyed if I don't respawn at, like, the latest one just because I didn't click it. That would be annoying. I don't think I can climb these to interact with all these spirits up there. Okay, we'll just trust that they're hobnobbing, doing spirity things.